Hello everyone. I hope you are well today. Thank you for joining me. This is, of course, AMs with Annette, Mondays to Thursdays at 11 a.m. And today being Wednesday, today is Wealth Wednesday. So I have a few notes that I want to go through with you today. Thank you everyone who is tuning in. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. If you are tuning in on the replay, give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you are here. And if you are tuning in live, also do give me a hashtag live in the comments. Let me know that you are around. Let me know that you can see and hear me. Let me know about your business. Let me know what you do. I would love to know in the comments as well. So tell me a little bit about you and what you do in your business. This is Wealth Wednesdays, which means that I have some points that I want to cover, and today my topic is 6 of the basics. That is what I am covering today, because regardless of the size of business, whether 5, 6, 7 or 8-figure business owners, I see these basics getting missed, forgotten about, overlooked so often in favor of the fancy funnels, the funky new stuff that's coming out. But actually these basics are really important as a foundation for solid business growth and solid business success. So that is what I am covering off today. Captain Future, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for saying hello. Bodywork Sport, Paolo, thank you for joining me and saying hello, giving me a thumbs up as well. I appreciate it very much. So that is what we are covering today, is 6 of the basics. If you are new to my live streams, if you have not watched any before, my name is Annette Ferguson. I am CEO of Annette & Co, UK-based accounting firm. I'm a chartered accountant, certified profit first professional and financial strategist, and I help business owners take home more money from their business for them and their families to enjoy. So today we are covering, like I said, 6 of the basics. These are the basic things that we really need to all have in our business so that we can achieve the success that we want, whatever that looks like for us. But I even see some 7 and 8-figure business owners forgetting about these basics, or kind of parking them to one side and not really considering them, not really thinking about them, because they're too busy doing the launches and the funnels and all these kinds of things. So buckle up for these 6 basics. See what you can take off on your list. Oh, I just jiggled my computer. Sorry about that. See what you can take off on your list as well. And as you are watching and listening to this, of course, do write down the points I am covering into the chat, so that we can help and support each other in remembering these basics as well, and we can come back and review them too. Eloisa, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I always appreciate seeing you, so thank you. Good morning, Nikki. Thank you for joining me. So the very first one, and this has come up because I was working with a 7-figure business owner who completely forgot this first one. And that is to email your list at least weekly with valuable content, with valuable information. Not sales, not a selling email, but a valuable content email. I was working with a client about a year ago now, and she was every launch that she did, she was getting less sales, and she was getting a bit frustrated. And the problem was that her list was completely worn out, because the only emails she gave them were sales emails. She was just selling, bombarding her list with sales emails and not actually giving her list quality content on a regular basis. She would only basically rock up to her list when she was launching something. And so, as you can imagine, her list got really fed up of that and all started to opt out, and her list, her email list and her subscribers therefore didn't perform for her when she was in launch. So making sure that you are regularly emailing your list, at least really on a weekly basis, with quality content, in order to build up that know, like, and trust factor. Of course, it's know, like, trust, and then the 4th step is buy, and we do want people to buy, and we do want to encourage them to purchase from us. However, we need to put the groundwork in. We don't just go to somebody and meet them on day one and accept a marriage proposal. There is the know, like, and trust stuff that happens, and it's the same with our online audiences, it's the same with our email list. So making sure that you are spending time to craft and send those emails at least weekly to nurture your email list is an incredibly important basic that many business owners, like I say, regardless of level, actually ignore, put on the back burner, or forget to do. So this is a really big one that I highly recommend you set aside time in either your diary or your team's diary to make sure this is getting done regularly. So that is number one. If someone wants to put this in the comments, in the chat for me, whichever platform you're on, that would be really helpful. Number one, emailing your list at least weekly with great content. That is number one of the 6 basics. So I would love if you want to type that in the comments for me as well, and let me know if this is something you are doing yourself just now, or if this is something that you're going to be bumping up your own to-do list. So I would love to know what status you are with number one of these 6 basics as well. So do let me know in the comments where you are with that one. And then number 2, this, for anyone that knows me and knows what I do in my business, they will know that this one is really important to me as well. This one is something I hold dear, and it is producing consistent, valuable content. So making sure that you are showcasing your expertise and you're doing it consistently. You're showing up when you say you're going to show up. Don't tell people that you're going to have a live show every week at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday and then only turn up every other week or once a month. Making sure that you are doing it consistently and the information you're providing is valuable to your listeners and watchers and readers, whichever method you use, is again incredibly important in building that know, like, and trust factor, and something that once again I see people fall away from doing. They do it once or twice, they stop with the consistency. That just teaches your audience that they can't rely on you, and that is not what you want when you are building a relationship and building a business. So number 2 on my 6 of the basics list is producing consistent, valuable content. And again, I would love if somebody can put this in the chat as well, in the comment section, so that everyone can have it there as a bit of a cheat sheet for this session too. So consistency, I want to just be clear, does not mean relentlessness. It does not mean that you have to bombard everyone every day. Now, with content, if it's valuable, volume is great, but the very first step is producing it consistently and getting into that consistent rhythm. So again, let me know in the comments where you are on a scale with number 2 of the 6 basics, producing consistent, valuable content. Is that something that you are currently doing at this point in time? Is it something that needs to go on your to-do list and be escalated up a little bit, that you need to find time and slot that into your diary, into your schedule to do? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, Angela. Although with you it is good evening, Angela. I know that I owe you an email as well, so I will get back to you with that too. Now, number 3. Number 3 on my 6 of the basics is remembering also to ask for the sale. So in number 1, I said, do not make all your emails salesy. Do not be selling every time you email your list. But we can often see people with the other issue that actually, yes, it is great. They are producing information, they're producing content, but they're forgetting to tell people the next step in that know, like, trust, and buy journey. So they're forgetting about the 4th step, the buy step, and they're forgetting to tell people how they can move forward with them, what the next bit of the journey looks like. So make sure that as part of your content, as part of the information you are sharing, you are remembering to go out and and inform people of how they can take that next step with you. What does that look like? Does it look like them joining your Facebook group? Does it look like them joining your email list? Does it look like them getting on a call with you? What are the stages that people go through, and making sure that you are supporting people to move through those stages with you and to ask for the sale, because you need to remind people how they can work with you as well. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate it. Good morning, Kerry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I also, of course, always appreciate all the love, the shares, the hearts, the likes, the follows, the subscribes, the thumbs up, all those incredible things on whichever platform you are watching on today. Thank you so much for those. They mean a huge, huge amount to me. So I massively appreciate it. Thank you for that. So we've covered off 3 of our 6 basics. If you want to put number 3 in the comments as well, I would love if you want to do that, is remembering to ask for the sale. That is number 3. So we've got number 1, emailing your list at least weekly with high value content. Number 2, producing consistent and valuable content. Number 3, remembering to also ask for the sale. Number 4 of the 6 of the basics. And if you're just tuning in just now, I am covering today 6 of the basic things that I believe are really necessary for business owners, but people forget them, or they did them at one point and they've kind of lapsed. And these are things that I see lapsing not in 5-figure businesses or even 6-figure businesses, but also 7- and 8-figure businesses too. This is something that can go by the wayside in whichever business size you are running, and therefore it's great to go through this list and actually just tick off the ones that you are doing just now and the ones that you think, oh, actually I should be revisiting that on my with my marketing. I should be revisiting that in my business, because these are areas that actually I could fine tune more. And of course, as our business grows and morphs and changes as well, these things can change within that. So again, it's good to revisit to make sure that things are in the right place for you. So number 4, a clear call to action on your website. When somebody lands on your website, what do you want them to do next? What is the next step you want them to take with you? Is it to book a call? Is it to join your Facebook group? Is it to sign up for your opt-in? Whatever that is, making it clear on your site what the next step with you is. And this is something that can change over time when your strategy changes. So making sure that the one you have now is relevant. Making sure that when people come onto your site and they're browsing around, they know what the next thing that they're expected to do is, and making that really, really clear for them. So I advise you to go to your website as if you are a newbie with a new set of eyes, or perhaps you can ask a friend who's never been to your site before to come and visit it, and for them then to tell you what they think the next step is once they consume the information on your website, where it is leading them to. Like I say, this is one that can change over time as your strategy changes. So important to review this one regularly. But again, I see in 7-figure business owners not having a really clear call to action on their website, a really clear next stage for people. And this will add money to your bottom line. If you get all of these right, actually, they add money to the bottom line. They add money to your revenue and your profit, because it's all feeding each other. It's all helping build that know, like, and trust picture. And it's taking people on the journey with you and bringing them along for the ride. So that is number 4 of my 6 basics, is a clear call to action on your website that tells people the exact next step in that know, like, trust, and buy journey with you. Number 5 is SEO friendly blog posts on your page. Now, people will Google you, and what are they searching for? If you do not have anything on your site that is linked to what they are searching for, that is using the keywords that they are searching for, they're not going to find your website. Your website's going to disappear into page 20 of Google, and no one will ever come near it. So making sure that your site has SEO friendly pages and posts on there to get traffic is an incredibly good thing to do. And I highly recommend you to review your site for your keywords to make sure that they are ranking. If you do not know any of this, go and have a look at YouTube, find some videos that can help talk you through how to do this. And if you are somebody who's producing a lot of video or audio, you can get those transcribed and turned into posts so that you can use them there as well, so that you don't have to start writing out things if you're not a writer. So that is number 5 of my 6 of the basics that, again, I see businesses of all sizes forgetting to do, or this dropping off their agenda or their radar in favor of something else, when actually this is a great way to drive traffic to your site, and it's a great way to get people to know you, to understand your value, to understand that you are producing content, you are knowledgeable about the area that you speak about or teach about or cover, and increasing that know, like, and trust factor as well. Tim is saying in the comments, it's worth also pointing out that you should ensure not to spam keywords. If you do, you will find Google penalizes you in the rankings. Keyword density should be about 2%. Yeah, great point, Tim. And there's loads of resources that you can go to and find online around how to do this in the right way, or of course, consult a professional to do that. But this is something that you should be having on your agenda. So again, let me know in the comments if you have this one covered. I would love to know which of the 6 basics you have covered off just now, and which are perhaps on your to-do list. So we've covered 5 so far. We've got the email list, emailing your list at least weekly with valuable content. We've got 2, producing consistent valuable content. 3, remembering to also ask for the sale. 4, a clear call to action on your website. What step do you want people to take next? And 5, SEO friendlying up your site and your blog posts so that you can increase traffic that way. So you can see how all of these are going to be contributing to the bottom line in your business. They're ultimately going to be contributing to the profit. And number 6, last but by no means least, but I know this is the one that even if you've ticked 5 out of 5 so far, this may be the one that actually you let slip, because this is the most common one for people to let slide, but actually is one of the most important, and that is review the data. Your business has so much data in it. There is so much information from all these things that I have just shared that you can analyze, you can find out what's working, you can see what's not working, you can work out what to do more of, what to do less of, what to stop, what to start, what to pile into, what to pull away from. You can work out all of this from the data that exists in your website around all the different areas, whether they're on the social, that's the data on the social platforms or your Google Analytics, whether that's the data in your financials or the number of calls that have been booked with you, wherever the data is, making sure you set aside time to review the data, to understand the data, and to learn from the data in your business so that you can use it to make data-driven decisions in your business as well. So that is number 6, reviewing the data so that you can make data-driven decisions. So those are my 6 basics that I highly, highly recommend every single business, regardless of size, has in place, because as I said, I often see happening is that businesses will start perhaps emailing their list weekly, and then it will fall off the radar, and then they'll get caught doing other things, and people will be running a 6-figure business, but they'll have forgotten this bit, for example, or any of the other bits. And you'll be running a 7 or 8-figure business and forgotten 1 or 2 of them. So getting these in place really will help grow your revenue, grow your profit. It will help pull everything together, and having some of these added in, it's going to do wonders for your business as well. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining me for the 6 basics. I hope that this has been useful for you. I would love to hear more in the comments. I would love to know more about which ones you're going to be taking away and setting up and making sure that you have implemented, making sure that you are getting done in your business. I would love to know that in the comments as well. But I know that sometimes some of you guys are very shy when you're on here, but it would mean a huge amount to me if I did know in the comments if you did tell me in the comments which we were doing as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I know it's incredibly precious, so thank you for spending some of it with me. I am live again tomorrow at 11 a.m. and tomorrow's session is Strategic Chat, which is my open Q&A session. So any questions that you have about your business or indeed about mine, I will happily answer those on Strategic Chats tomorrow. Same time, same place, 11 a.m. UK, wherever you are currently watching, I will be back there as well. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it, and I will speak to you all really soon. Take care, everyone.